What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another pretty cool little video for you. List video, I guess, if you will. I don't know if I don't really do these too often, and this is the first time I've ever been able to do like a knife of the year on anything. I did my personal knife of the year that I had in my collection, the other video. This one is the budget knife of the year. Now I do believe, I'm pretty sure that all of these knives that I'm listing are released this year. So if you want to pick them up, definitely you can use my affiliate links down below. I've got some like Vosteed. I have an affiliate link for them. BladeHQ, you can find most of them on BladeHQ. Some of them aren't as available as other ones are. Don't have an affiliate link for Amazon, but yeah. So anyway, if you're interested in using affiliate links, use them. Don't. I definitely understand that. So this one is not on the list. This is an honorable mention. Before I get too far into it, let me thank my Patreons, channel members, subscribers. You guys are awesome. If you're interested in subscribing to the channel, listen to me ramble more about knife content, definitely do that. It's right down there. Hit the like button. I would definitely like that. It helps out the algorithm, right? Hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe if you want more of it. This one didn't come out this year, I don't think. I think this one's been out for a while, plus this one's discontinued. But this is a really great budget knife. This is the Kansept Watuga. Kansept, of course, is a budget line for Civivi. But yeah, I just thought this was an awesome knife. I just wanted to kind of put it there just to see if anybody that didn't make it this far in maybe, you know, would comment, that one didn't even come out this year. Yeah, so this one is D2. They went for like 26 or 28 bucks. They were out for a while, but now they're sold out and discontinued. So that's a pretty cool one if you get a chance to ever get your hands on it or find it anywhere. Maybe they do sell them still in other places, but I know they're not making them anymore. Kansept Watuga, honorable mention. All right, so number 5. Let's see. Number 5. Now, Kansept Knives just this year came out with their budget line called Tenable knives, and this is one of those. Kansept Knives makes all kinds of, to a lower price to premium knives, and Tenable is kind of like their budget line. And this is the Nest Street. I really think this is an awesome, pretty awesome design. Pretty good sized knife too. I'll get out the, let's see, there's a paramilitary 2. Up next to it for a size comparison there. Did a review on that one. But yeah, so definitely what I would call a full-size knife indeed, for sure. All right, so put that back in the holder. 14C28 on the blade steel. Right there, you can see it right there. Got the model number. Not really necessary, to have all that, but I appreciate that it is smaller and Tenable right there. That is Karambit Makers, the designer on that, and Nest Street written down there. Could have just had that on there as far as I'm concerned, but yeah, not really huge billboarding. Awesome ergos on this thing, man. This thing just fits in the hand great. Choke back, really great. Choked up, you can kind of get right there on that flat, and really cool blade shape too. You definitely got a lot of blade there to play with, a lot of sharpening you can do before you get through that level on that sharpening choil right there. Really cool grind on the blade. These, I believe, and I'm looking on BladeHQ's website right now, these are $57.89, which of course all the knives on this list, if I define it as a budget knife, are going to be 75 bucks and under at this time, right? So with inflation, I don't know if they'll go up or not, but button lock action works great on it. Solid lockup, plunge lock, really cool knife. So that is number 5, the Tenable Knives Nest Street. Number 4, this one is a more recent one that I got. This is the Besttech Glock. Really cool frag pattern on there. Plunge lock on the locking mechanism, captive pivot, but the thumb disc, people either love it or hate it. That is removable, and you can just use the button open and close it. But one of the cool things about it, another cool thing about it, is look at that handle. I think that's really neat. The way that kind of curves in, really neat ergonomic lines. Right there, you got the Besttech Knives logo, a little bit of jimping, and that is fine jimping. That's the way to do fine jimping. If you're going to do fine jimping, it is very, very tiny, but also adds a little bit of traction, a little bit of comfort for your thumb. Got that swedge down right there towards the end. That's pretty cool. Really neat looking blade shape on that. Kind of like the definition of a I don't know, I'd say what, a straight back. That is a straight line. So really cool blade shape on that. I think coupled with the handle, pretty neat, and great ergos on it, man. That thing feels good. You're pretty much locked in right now. You can choke up a little bit right there, but right there is pretty much where it's at. You're pretty much locked in there. A little bit of jimping on top of that thumb disc. I think that's a neat little added touch. So let me go ahead and I'll put that one next to the paramilitary too. So that is, you know, again, what I would say is a full-size knife. The Besttech Glock, these run for right now, if you look on BladeHQ's website, they're actually on sale as of the time of me putting this out anyway, for $39.99, which is a really great price on that. I would say if you look at the blade steel, it's right under there, 14C28N. You got Keanu written on it. That's the designer, and Besttech Knives right there and their logo. A little bit of billboarding, but not really too much. One thing that I found kind of fascinating is this one and the Kenman Good Boy. This is another not too bad budget knife. Maybe I should have put it on the list. I don't know. It's a pretty solid little knife. This one's in D2. Got that little swedge on there, right? Kind of got that little swedge, and both of them, Keanu. See that on there? So obviously, you know, John Wick, Keanu Reeves. All right, of course, designer on that. I'm just joking, but yeah, that's a really good, solid knife right there. I really like that one. So that's number 4 on the list. Number 3, this one was actually sent to me by Remt Knives. This is the Remt Wild Species. Front flipper, very, very nice and comfortable. Nice thumb studs on there, solid thumb studs. They work really good. Nice blade grind. Completely full-size knife. Let me get out the PM2 again. Size comparison, just to show you. You know, again, full-size knife. Kind of a trend going with me here, right? With these budget knives, the ones I like anyway. Full-size. Thumb stud works perfectly fine, very comfortable. You can reverse flick it. Really snappy action, good action. A little bit of jimping right there for that front flipper, which doubles down as some jimping on top. Whenever you're choked back, you can choke up at your finger right there. And it's pretty comfortable too. Really, really nice blade shape on that. I like that blade shape. Not too much billboarding. 14C28N could have been written a little smaller. Remt knives on the front, so not too bad. Captive pivot, nice little pivot collar. I like the touch they added with that kind of reptilian looking on the G10, I guess, and that orange kind of going all the way around. That's pretty cool. They did do some jimping in there, or some milling. Another great thing about this one, that little back spacer. Lanyard hole, really not in the way. That's awesome too. And that milling, that really helps. Not deep carry, but a really good pocket clip in my opinion. Works really well. You can index it. Great lockup. It is a liner lock. I know, a lot of these are plunge locks, or 3 out of 5 of them are plunge locks, but that is a liner lock, and I can easily index that front flipper. Really great. Good that they kind of toned down that jimping. It is larger than it's not like the fine tooth jimping doesn't dig into your finger whenever you're trying to index it, so that's cool. Overall, man, just really solid knife. You can't really go wrong with this one. And for the price of it, looking at it right now, going on Amazon, 59 bucks. I think this would be one of the most expensive ones actually on the list. So these are all well under the my personal, I'd say 80 bucks is probably about my cutoff what I would call like a budget knife, you know, kind of a gray area in there really. But for this list, 75, 80 bucks and under, none of them are gonna, you know, be right there at 75 either. So yeah, this one is available, the Remt Wild Species. So number 2, getting pretty close here. And this one, I think I got to show its brothers and sisters. Maybe they didn't come out this year. They might have came out last year, the original. But this is, you had to have known it was going to be on here, right? That's the CJRB Light, man. This is an awesome knife, in my opinion, for the price. This one's 30 bucks, I believe. Almost positive. Yeah, this is actually the cheapest one on the list. $29.99. You can get them on Amazon, different color combinations. And they go on up from there. The Pyrite is, as Metal Complex has called it, an evergreen knife. So you can get the Pyrite in quite a few different variations. These are all AARPM 9 on the blade steels. The other two still qualify as budget knives too, right? This is $59.99 for that pretty looking rose gold buoy shape, which is my personal favorite on the blade shapes on the Pyrites. This is your original, the very first Pyrite that came out, the stainless steel drop point, AARPM 9. I actually stonewashed that myself. So that's, in my opinion, a evergreen knife, just like Metal Complex has said. Not trying to steal his phrasing or anything like that, but he was definitely right about that. But that Pyrite Light, to me, was the one that deserved to be on the list because of the price. It's 30 bucks. I mean, this knife, you can throw it in a tackle box, you can throw it in you know, throw it in a backpack, whatever, and you know, just $30, you're not too much worried as you would be about a $1,000 or $500 knife disappearing. You know, really nice full flat grind on this. This isn't DLC or anything like that. It will scratch and stuff. The edge does hold fairly decently. I have used this one quite a good bit. I don't know if it shows that much, but you can definitely tell looking at it that I have used it. I actually had to clean it right before I did this video. One thing I actually love about this is this FRN, this handle material. This is super smooth, man. I wish Spyderco actually, you know, would take a page out of CJRB's book with this really super ultra smooth FRN. That is, you know, very nice contoured. Plunge lock works great. At first, when I first got it, just as all the other Pyrites I've had, most other button locks I've had did have a little bit of a button stick. That'll work itself out. Worst comes to worst, you just have to disassemble it, take the little spring out of there, kind of work it a little bit. Maybe in the worst case scenario, you know, sand it a little bit with some really fine sandpaper, that little contact point in there. But yeah, deep carry pocket clip, really nice smooth FRN on the handle scales, AARPM 9 on the steel, jimping right there. That thumb stub works perfectly fine for the reverse flick. It works perfectly fine to thumb flick it. Really all around an awesome knife. You know, that is the CJRB Light, and these go for $29.99. So why isn't that number one? That's an awesome knife, right? I mean, I think it is. I think it's an awesome knife, and the other Pyrites could have been on the list. You know, I'm sure they're also really great knives. Several other knives that could have been on my list, but it is my list, right? So in my opinion, gotta say that before anything, number one, my favorite, the best budget knife of the year to me is right here. This is the Vosteed Acorn. This is an awesome little knife, man. You get a hell of a knife in this little package. Now they're going right now, I'm looking at it on BladeHQ right now, and they're not on sale right now. They're going for $49 even. So 49 bucks. It is 20 bucks more than the Pyrite Light. But for that additional money, you are getting a few more awesome details, I think. Captive pivot, you know, the jimping, a lot more jimping, really cool 6-gun pattern on there, better blade steel. You know, I just, in my opinion, it is much better. I don't think anything that I handled this year was close to it, as a matter of fact, as far as budget knife you know, of the year. Really nice touch that they kind of made that kind of like a tumbled, almost maybe stonewash color. Neat little logo on there for Vosteed. Jimping goes all the way up, halfway up the blade. Cool 6-gun pattern. Captive pivot again. And with this one, you can pick your choice. What do you like to do? Do you like to thumb flip, front flip it like that? That works well. You know, do you want to index it? That works well. Do you want to do the reverse flick? That works well. No issues at all with this one. And being as how it is such a smaller knife than what I traditionally like. Let me get there it is, PM2. Let me get the PM2 out again. I can demonstrate, you know. So this is kind of like base desirable, I guess, knife size for me, PM2. Now that's not to say I don't love knives that are smaller than it, but typically my preference is a what I would call a full size knife, you know, 8 inches. Now this one comes in much less than that, you know, very much smaller than that, but that is a knife that constantly finds its way into my rotation, man. This is super smooth action, especially once you get a feel for it, once you get used to it, just like every knife. Index, you can index it, just awesome, not even thinking about it. Doing the reverse flick, not even thinking about it. Perfectly fine on the detent, centered up perfect. You know, no issues, no blade play. Whoop. No issues if you open it the right way. Zero blade play on it. Really cool looking pattern. Very useful belly on there. 14C, 28N on the blade steel. Got a little Vosteed down there on the bottom. And you got a little 14C down there on the bottom on that side. Jimping perfectly comfortable. You can choke back on it with your pinky still on there, barely on there, but still on there on that butt end of the handle. You can choke up. That's pretty much where it's at on this one. Choke up just fine. I do wear a large size glove. I have average size hands, I would say, but this one to me is my favorite one that's come out this year. So that is it. The Vosteed Acorn, my budget knife of the year. Put that one up there at the top. And again, Vosteed, I have links for them. I have links, affiliate link for CJRB. I do not have an affiliate link with Amazon or Remt. I do have an affiliate link with BladeHQ, where you can find that one. And I have an affiliate link with Kansept and Tenable. If you're interested in using my links, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. I honestly forget to use affiliate links most of the time. A lot of times I forget to plug them. I forget I even have them. But yeah, these are some awesome knives. The Vosteed Acorn, the CJRB Pyrite Light, the Remt Wild Species, the Besttech Glock, and the Tenable Nest Street. But yeah, so very excited to see what's coming out in 2024 or 2025 rather. Wow. I am very happy and humbled to be in a position where I can make a list like this. Knife of the year, all that blows my mind. I'm able to do that. I hope you guys have great holidays, Christmas, New Year's, whenever you're watching this. And hit the like button if you like my content. Subscribe right down there if you want more of it. And I hope you guys have a good one. Thank y'all for everything. Appreciate you watching this. And I'll see you guys on the next one.